All right, what's up YouTube? This is gonna be yet another video on my 2017 Mustang GT. This is gonna be my video on the 5 things I dislike about my 2017 Mustang GT. I've also owned a 2016 for about 7 or 8 months, so this is the second S550 car that I've owned. I say dislike instead of hate because I really can't find many things that I actually hate about the car. There isn't really but one, and we'll get to that at the end because it's the number one thing. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with number 5. All right, number 5. Is this thing running or what? The stock exhaust. It's so quiet for this to be a sports car. It's unreal. My last car was a 16 Scat Pack, and I love the exhaust on that thing. I just think that Ford could have made this exhaust a lot better. And number 4 is going to be the lack of LED lighting. You got all these great LEDs in this car, be it the strips on the headlights or the tail lights or LEDs. I mean, it's just crazy that the interior lights here are these regular yellow bulbs. It makes no sense to me. They could have sprung, to make these a good bright white or 500K color temperature LED for these map lights and for the trunk light at least. Number 3 is also in the car, and it's going to be that this steering wheel here is not a heated steering wheel. Like I said, I just come out of a 2016 Scat Pack, and it had a heated steering wheel, and I really loved it. I do have the 401A pack on the car, so it's got the memory seats and the upgraded stereo and all in it. But the steering wheel isn't a heated steering wheel, and that's something that I really miss from the Scat Pack, is the heated steering wheel. So with a car that the window sticker on this car was $47,000, I would just expect the steering wheel to be a heated steering wheel, just a creature comfort that I think I would like. Outside the car again for number 2, and number 2 is going to be the wheel hop on this car. Man, I had all BMR suspension parts put on my 16, including the spherical bearing, which actually made the most difference, and it was pretty solid. I'm gonna say about 99% of wheel hop was gone in that car, but factory, the wheel hop on these S550s is outrageous. I mean, it just feels like the dash is gonna jump up and hit me in the face. It's just a lot of wheel hop. So that's gonna be my number 2 thing that I dislike about this car. We're gonna come right down here to this bastage, and I don't know if it's the transmission or the shifter. I'm really tending to believe it's more of the shifter and the fluid they use, because I can tell you right now, like I've said in previous videos, I have tried several different types of fluid in these MT82 transmissions, and the BG fluid is by far the best, and fluid makes too big of a difference for it not to be something that's causing an issue. And the shifter, I put a Barton and an MGW in my 2016. Probably going to go back with an MGW in the 17 whenever I go to buying a shifter, and the difference was amazing between stock and then going to the MGW shifter with the BG synchro shift transmission fluid swap. It's just, I can hear people now, you ought to learn how to fucking drive that thing. Alright, well, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but thousands of people have had problems with this transmission and shifting, and very notchy shifting, especially when it's cold. And I've driven pretty much exclusively manual cars, except for maybe 2 or 3 out of the 15 vehicles I've owned since I've been 16 years old in manual transmission, and this is the first one that I've ever had issue with. Is the S550 platform, and well, my 2011 was kind of the same deal. Wound up putting the shifter in it and also doing the fluid swap. But that's going to be the one thing that I can say I hate, is this the way it feels when you shift this car, it's just really notchy. Now I can say that I'm not aware of any changes between 2016 2017 builds. I don't think there were any. If there was, somebody please leave a comment and let me know. But this 17 does feel a lot better than what my 16 did, and I think that's probably the nature of the MT82 transmissions, that they're kind of hit and miss on these cars. So that's my number one thing. There's not really much that I dislike about the car. I had to be kind of nitpicky on a couple things, but that's my list. Please like, subscribe, leave me some comments down below if you think I should do anything better or differently, and I'll be coming, you know, probably in a few weeks or so with I'm going to make a longer list of things I love. I mean, I just can't make a list of 5 things. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.